Woo! Yo, what's up, guys? This is MEXchallenger. I'm very excited. Let's talk about my Celtics. I'm pumped. We have the third pick overall from getting in from the Brooklyn Nets. Give me a sec. We have the third pick. I know we have 3 picks. 16th pick, 23rd pick in the first round. And then if you want to go that far, we have the 31st pick. The first pick of the second round. That's kind of important because it is the 31st pick, I guess. And we have the 35th pick and a few other picks after that. We have honestly about 7-8 picks this round. Okay, let's go. Okay, first thing, free agency. Possibly we might go after Kevin Durant. Let's go through the names real quick. Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Jahlil Okafor. That's all I can think of right now at this moment. Okay. Sorry, Jahlil Okafor, Al Horford, 2 centers, and then Kevin Durant, a forward. All needs, right? Okay, that's not even free agency. That includes trading because Jahlil Okafor is one of our areas that we're thinking about trading. But free agency itself, Al Horford, Kevin Durant, from what I know right now. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. We have Isaiah Thomas. Not the greatest point guard in the world, but he is making it happen, and he is a great player. There we go. Shooting guard, Avery Bradley. Great defender, but can't shoot consistently. Evan Turner, I'm a big fan of. We should keep him. He's willing to stay. He'll be a good backup if we did get Kevin Durant supposedly, or if we didn't, we could have. Oh no, we could still have Crowder. Yeah, Crowder and him if we wanted to. Crowder and Durant. And they have Bradley and Thomas. Okay. Celtics, he might get traded. I like Celtics, but he's been upsetting me about the rebounding, especially with his height and he had a weight problem before. He has been losing weight, but that rebounding situation is very upsetting. We have Amir Johnson. We should seriously re-sign him, right? Kelly Olynyk, bye-bye. He needs... I really like Kelly Lane. He could score. He can do a lot of things. But one thing he cannot do as a center is rebound. He is seriously a Barzagli, the Italian forward that got drafted by the Raptors. If you don't know who I'm talking about, no, I'm sorry, not Barzagli. That's a soccer player. Sorry. I think that is his name. No. Just look him up. The Italian center. I can't think of his name. I think it is Barzagli is a defender from my soccer team, but I forgot. It starts with I forgot his name. But the center that played for the Toronto Raptors a few years ago, the Italian center that could only shoot threes. This is basically him. He can't rebound. That upsets me because to me, I like a traditional center. Rebound, defense, just like Kendrick Perkins, except Kendrick Perkins fouled everyone. That was a problem. But that's what we need. We need an actual center. We don't have that. We have Tyler Zeller, who's not bad, who can be honestly a good quality backup, right? I'm sorry. So yeah, we honestly just need a good quality center. We honestly need a lot of things, but the 1, 2, and the 3 isn't very needy compared to the 4 and the 5. But if we did get a guy like Kevin Durant, we do need a guy who can finish games, and a guy like Kevin Durant, because a lot of the games the Celtics lost were very close games, or they're very close and they just got out of hand and they ended up losing by 8 or like 6 to 12 points because the last few minutes they're not able to score because they don't have a finisher. Isaiah could finish games but not consistently, so just having a guy like Kevin Durant could just honestly change this team, especially with a coach like Brad Stevens. And then that third pick overall, we could do a lot of things with that. We could possibly use that to trade. Now, why would we trade for a guy like Jaleel Okafor? I don't know why we don't try to trade him for a guy like Paul George. I understand. Probably in my other videos I brought up Paul George like for the Lakers, but Paul George for the Celtics would be amazing. I'm a huge fan of the Paul George, and he would fit with this team. That defensive presence, that key player. He might not finish, but a guy like him, and Durant has told the Celtics, I want Jimmy Butler. I want to play with Jimmy Butler and possibly a pretty good center. Now, take out Jimmy Butler. What if we got Paul George? And have Kevin Durant and put Paul George on the 2, or put KD or Paul George on the 4. Just move them and have the other one play the 3. Have a kind of a little bit smaller lineup. Well, I mean, Paul George and Kevin Durant is still pretty big, and they're tall, obviously. But just a smaller lineup compared to a full-on real power forward, it would be smaller. Even though if we had Kevin Durant and Paul George at the 4, it'll still be smaller because of the traditional power forward position. But we could go that, or just have lengthier, having Paul George playing the 2. The 3 could be KD, 4 could be whoever, and 5 could be whoever, and then Isaiah Thomas playing the 1. Imagine that. I mean, Jimmy Butler is an amazing player, but we could get either one, Jimmy or Paul George. I would not mind. I'm just saying that Paul George should be another option that we should be looking at. And now for the center position, we could honestly sign a player, sign a guy like Kevin Love. Or, because Kevin Love is not playing great, we could trade for him maybe our 2 first-round picks that we have this year, and don't give up our 3rd pick overall, and just trade those to a 2nd round, or trade 4 picks if we wanted to, and trade another player, trade a guy like Cellinger or Kelly Olynyk and Rozier, and keep Marcus Smart. Or if they don't really like Marcus Smart, trade Marcus Smart, and then get themselves another point guard that could back up Kyrie instead of Villanova for the Cavs. See, a lot can happen with the Celtics team, especially with all the picks we have right now, this year specifically, and then having a lot of money right now. A lot could happen. And there's going to be a few of these players that go free agency. And some of these players want to come back for a cheap price. Like Evan Turner. He's willing to take less than $3 million. What if it was 2? We save an extra $1 million. That's an extra $1 million that could go in Kevin Durant or Paul George or somebody else's pocket. Or not Paul George, because that might be a trade. But you know what I mean? Just a lot could happen. And the Celtics are in an amazing position right now. It just matters of who wants to come to Boston. Now, whoever goes to Boston knows how it's supposed to be done. Boston Celtics. All the championships. Knowing that this is a defensive team. This is a team that could honestly go far with a coach like Brad Stevens, a team that's young, a team that can make things happen. This team could honestly last for a few years of being pretty good if you got a guy like Jimmy Butler, Paul George, or KD, or having 2 out of the 3. Isaiah doesn't even need to be in the part of the big 3. Isaiah is a great player, and he won't even be a part of the big 3. He could be the 3.5, and Isaiah can still give you 20 a game, 15 a game, or be a great playmaker and give yourself 6-8 assists with about 12 points coming off the board. Put it on the board, mainly layups or whatever you want. Isaiah could do a lot for this team, but you need to make something happen, because this is the opportunity. This year and next year is the opportunity. I do not want Dwight Howard on this team. And Al Horford, I don't know. And Kevin Durant, I'm still skeptical about. But I would not mind having a superstar on this team. It would be nice. Isaiah is a star. Jay Crowder, honestly, is a star. He is becoming a star. How old is he? I don't even know how old he is. 25. Yeah, he's becoming a star. But we need a superstar. We need a guy who will go to the All-Star games every year. I'm talking about that type of superstar. We need a superstar that, honestly, and if you want to go from a business perspective, it will give you fans in your seats. It will give you money. You get one of those players. You get one of those players, it changes a franchise. Especially even a guy like Jimmy Butler. He might not be a superstar material yet, but just having him just helps spread the floor. It just helps because Avery Bradley is a great player, but he won't shoot the lights. He won't finish for you. Isaiah's the only finisher we have. And a guy like Jimmy Butler or even Kevin Durant or even Paul George, who's not a really good closer. He can close, but he's not the best at it. I would still put my money on Paul George if he was on the Celtics, because we don't have. That's what we need. And honestly, if we get some decent quality centers to back up whoever we're gonna have next year, this team can be good. This team can honestly make the next round, or they could lose in the conference finals. And then a few years from now, they're starting to go finals. That could happen, but it just matters of what we do with our pick. That's the key thing. Honestly, if I were trading or anything, the last picks would be my first priority to give up. I would give up both for a great player. I don't know, but thank you for listening. Really appreciate you guys listening. And just if you have any questions or any comments, hit in the comment area. I will respond. And for all the Celtics fans just like me, hopefully we can make something happen. If we can't, well, it is what it is. But hopefully we can. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.